Hello everyone, welcome to Lemon Studios, where we talk anything and everything entertainment. And I am, of course, the Lemon himself, Zeke Lamone, and we are now here to talk about the most anticipated trailer of the whole year, ever since the news broke out that Jamie Foxx's Electro and Alfred Molina's Doc Ock were returning, because we actually thought what would happen, what we wanted to happen will happen, and that is Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield return as Spider-Man to share the screen with Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I'm talking about the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. The teaser trailer has finally dropped, and now the speculations can continue on even more. I'm here to give my thoughts about it, where do I think the story is going to go, and what I thought about the trailer overall. First of all, as you can tell, I am a pretty big Spider-Man fan. I know his shirt is just a shirt, but I really am a huge fan. You can see as from my previous videos, Spider-Man joins me on my videos as well. He gives me comfort, he makes me feel safe, and I have a big Spider-Man stuffed animals. A lot about me is Spider-Man, a lot of my character, I just really love the character very, very well. But I'm sure y'all don't really care about that, y'all care about my thoughts about the trailer. Alright, so let's just get into it. What I liked about the trailer, I like how we got a basic overall understanding of everything going on. Also, sorry I'm not recording on my normal camera now with the green screen and all that stuff. I just, with what I'll have to do to get to my editor and all that, for him to edit and all that stuff, I'm going in raw. So y'all get it on the phone for the other social medias and not the YouTube stuff. So that's why I'm doing this on the phone right now. Also, I just wanted to make this like super quick. I wanted to get out of here because I want to talk about this trailer. It was very, very, I liked it, but I also didn't like it. I hyperventilated. Like, I was that excited towards the end when you saw the Goblin Bomb and you hear the William Dafoe laugh. At least if my ears are correct, that is the William Dafoe laugh. And then seeing Doc Ock and going, "Hello, Peter," I was like, oh man, I was losing my stuff. I cannot wait to see Jamie Foxx back. And I think Sandman's also coming back. I think they're all in it, right? All the villains from the previous movies, besides Topher Grace, has been welcomed back. As far as, you know, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, I have been saying this from the get-go. One of the only kickbacks that has made it to the YouTube side of it, where we talk about movie news and all that stuff, about how do you book Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire coming back into Spider-Man. I say you don't. Because Marvel and Sony are not confirming or denying that they're in the movie. That's a big thing to say. They are nor confirming nor denying that they are in the movie. So that is a big implication to go in. I do believe they're in it. But I also believe they're only in it for maybe 5 minutes, maybe less. Hell, they could be in there for a minute, and I don't know if they'll all be in the screen at the same time. So to have them not in the trailer is, to me, chef's kiss, and I have been saying it since the kickback days. Don't promote them. Don't promote them at all. Only show them in the movie, because the moment you show them in the trailer, people are going to think they are big players. And in the moment that they are only in it for like 5 minutes, because I really do believe they're only in it for 5 minutes, is that people are going to be mad after together. Like, well, why'd you put them in the trailer anyway? You don't put them in the trailer, and you don't announce that they're in the movie. Then when you do see them, you get that big crowd pop, and then it gets a lot more people to come in the following weekends. I think it's just the money just prints itself. And if you don't announce them and they're not in the movie, hey, nor Sony or Marvel ever announced it, so you can't be really mad. You did it to yourself, right? Now, granted, there's always going to be those people like, man, Sony and Marvel lied to us when they never announced it anyway. So it is still possible that they are not in the movie, but I do really fully believe they're in the movie after what they showed us. I mean, come on, it's Alfred Molina, it's freaking Doc Ock is in the freaking movie. I also believe that is 100% the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man that he's talking to when he goes, "Hey, Peter," because like he knows who it is. I really don't think he's talking to Tom Holland Spider-Man. But the way they edited and all that, I guess it could be perceived that way, that they are. That he's like, oh yeah, that is my Peter. Or maybe it's just Tom's in a Spider-Man suit and Alfred's like, "Hi, I know you." And then when he like sees the other Peter, he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, you're not Peter." I can also see Doc Ock being a good guy. So I don't know. The question is, I really don't fully know what's going on, but I think I know Peter's arc. I think I know the directions they're going in with Peter Parker's arc, and I'm not really sure if I'm a fan of it. I think his arc is going to be towards the end of the movie, because the whole entire trailer is, I really don't want people to know I'm Spider-Man. Okay, let's just get rid of anyone knowing that I was Spider-Man. Yeah, I can do that. No problem, Peter. Oh, but everyone you know is everyone that did know, that you wanted to know, they know now. And then, you know, he has the line of, you're trying to live 2 different lives. You need to stop trying to live 2 different lives, right? So I think at the end of the movie, he's going to have a conversation with Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, and Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, be like, hey, if you had the opportunity for everyone to know that you were Spider-Man, would you do it? They're going to be like, hell yeah, I would have done it. Or maybe, you know, it's a time lapse, because, you know, they've been Spider-Man much longer than him. If they do it, you know, timeline-wise, where everything's, like, very realistic. Like, this would be what? The third Spider-Man was in 2008, I believe. So, Tobey Maguire would be Spider-Man 4. I mean, the first one came out, what, 2005? I think the first one came out in 2005. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comics. So that would be over 10 years, 16 years that Tobey Maguire would have been Spider-Man. So he'd be like, I already told people, honestly, my life didn't change that much. Everyone knew I was Spider-Man. It was just life, you know? It was just whatever. And maybe Andrew Garfield, I mean, he's been what? Not 16, maybe 7, maybe 10. Maybe he's at the 10-year mark, maybe. Because, yeah, they made that first one. I think he's probably at the 10-year mark. And it's like, yeah, I also tell everyone. And, you know, life just moved on. And also, you know, talk about, yeah, but, you know, early on, when people didn't know I was Spider-Man, when the villains knew I was Spider-Man, people died. Maybe Tobey's Aunt May died of his version of the Hobgoblin. Well, no, that was Harry. But you get it. Like, people died. Like, Gwen Stacy died because Harry knew who Spider-Man was. he knew that Andrew Garfield's version was Spider-Man. So he killed Gwen Stacy. So there is those repercussions, but there's always those repercussions. So I'm pretty sure towards the end, those 3 are going to have a conversation like, it's okay for people to know that you're Spider-Man. Just learn to accept it. And then Peter's like, all right, I'm ready. And then and then Doctor Strange is going to reset the timeline to before all this happened. And then we get into the ramifications of all that in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, because as you know, WandaVision, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Doctor Strange 2 into the Multiverse of Madness is what it's one continuous story arc. So they'll be close to the Spider-Man story, but it continues on in Multiverse of Madness because, again, the multiverse is here, and as you can see from Loki, it's here to stay for a little bit. And, you know, other movies too, with Thor, Love and Thunder, and all that. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on the Spider-Man No Way Home from trailer. I really liked it. But after I got over just the excitement of the trailer finally being here, because I didn't go to the leaks, not gonna lie, I did watch a little bit of the leak, but then I saw that, you know, the visual effects were horrible. I turned it off, and then I waited until the HD version, and then so glad I waited. And I am just to the moon. I'm on a high, but after getting through that high, I'm not a fan of the arc they go on, because like so much of the Spider-Man character is him balancing that responsibility of being a hero and just being a normal guy. But I get why they would do that arc, because like in a world like this, it's almost nearly impossible to keep a secret identity. Like, you know, in Infinity War, when he gets off the bus, like, oh, where's Peter? Oh, Spider-Man's there all of a sudden? Yeah, he's there. Or, you know, in Europe. Oh, Spider-Man's in Europe all of a sudden? But Peter isn't nowhere to be found? Come on, guys. Like, obviously, he's Spider-Man. You know, like, I get why they're doing it, because it's just easier that way. But, like, what made Spider-Man is the secret identity. But, hey, it's the times that it is, and I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. I like the Tom Holland version of it. I'm excited to see the other two, even though it's only going to be for like a split 5 minutes, maybe even less, if they're even in it at all. I'm still keeping that possibility that they're probably not even in it. I'm not going to try to get my hopes up too high. But I'm just excited for this movie to come out. What do you guys think? What are your predictions for this movie to happen? Do you see the arc going the way that I'm seeing it? Do you see it going a different way? Who else will we might see? Do you think we might see Tom Hardy's Venom? Do you think Jared Leto's Morbius might even show up, even though the movie's not going to be out until after Spider-Man No Way Home is out? Who else do you think we're going to see? Will Wanda Maximoff make a cameo, since, you know, she's also going to be in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and those 3 movies are supposed to be one arc? Let me know down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. And also, give me a subscribe because, I need the help. Help me boost up into my subscribe count, and also leave a like on this video if you liked what you saw. And that'll be it from me, guys, and I'll see y'all next time here at Lemon Studios.